do I suggest people to wake up at 5 a.m.? In my opinion, if you need some more structure in your life, if you feel that you're falling behind on your projects, that you're overwhelmed with work, that you haven't got time to work on the things that you need to get done, that you haven't got the time in the day to prioritize the things that are most important for you, yes, I would suggest you to implement this protocol. And it doesn't have to be forever. I don't plan on doing this forever. Like in the summer months, I probably want to spend a bit more like social time, going out, going for drinks, traveling abroad and doing things like that, having a little bit less structure, giving myself a bit more freedom. However, in the periods of my life where I want to really push out my projects and be very productive and work on the things that are most important to me, which for me is about 80% of the year. I love this. I really like developing myself and pushing my life forward. Then I would suggest it. You are giving yourself the time to focus on your projects and what is really important for you. So if you're feeling overwhelmed and what you're currently doing isn't working for you, you can try this process. The first day, maybe you're going to struggle a little bit to get up at 5 a.m., but it's really not that hard. After 2 or 3 days, it's really not that hard. I actually now wake up before my alarm goes off at 4:45 a.m. and I'm actually starting to wake up earlier and earlier. And I think I'll bring this up. I'll start getting up at about 4 a.m. One other positive to note as well, at least in my case, I generally found that late into the evening, couple of points actually. I used to think that I was very productive late at night, and that is why I would stay up. And I used to stay up working till about 4 a.m. and very often 2, 3, 4 a.m. in the morning. That is what I would do. I would get into my focus zone. At least I thought that I was. And then I would go to sleep and I would wake up at about 10 a.m. I'd feel very tired and lethargic until I would start to wake up in like the afternoon or evening. And it's not good. I don't recommend that as a protocol, but that is how I used to work when I was 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Maybe I'm getting a bit older now and I can't quite get away with taxing my body in that way, but I don't actually believe I was that productive. I just felt that I was. There's a book that I've been reading at the moment on focus, and it talks about if you are tired, if you have been up for about 18 hours, it affects your focus just as much as if you were over the driving limit, as if you were starting to become drunk. So, and there's also another interesting fact. If you have like distractions, emails, phone notifications, all different things going off all the day, it actually drops your IQ by 10 points, which is, I know, pretty mind blowing actually. And like the reference that they gave in this book is if you were smoking a joint, it drops your IQ only by 5 points. So you would be better off working and smoking a joint than you are having your phone next to you in the office with distractions going off. Anyway, that was quite interesting. So generally I find that by structuring my days so that my morning hours when I'm awake, I make a coffee, I feel energized in the morning now, much more compared to how I used to. So you can change that around. You may think that you're the type of person who's very productive late at night or in the evening. I personally believe it's just your body clock. That is what your body is accustomed to at the moment, and you can reprogram that. Now I find I get some of my best work done in the morning, although I'm not quite as creative. I'm very good at just getting my head down and focusing on a task. So I will generally try to do all of my planning and creative thinking in the afternoon/evening, so that in the morning I can see these are the tasks that I need to get done. This is what is most important to me. Headphones go on and I'm in the zone and I'm working on knocking out tasks. So yeah, if like you're going to come to me with the excuse that you feel that you're only productive in the evening, I would argue it's just what your body is currently accustomed to, what your mind is currently accustomed to, and you can reprogram that. The other thing to note is that I always used to, there's a saying, I cannot remember where I heard this saying, but it was, don't stay up late for things that you wouldn't wake up early for. And I think that's really quite interesting. Generally in the evening, let's say after 7 or 8 p.m., you're not working on productive things. If you're working at all, you think, let me wind down, let me watch Netflix, let me watch a movie, let me relax, like I've worked hard for the day. Whereas the best form of relaxation that you can have is going to bed, getting a good restful night of sleep. Watching Netflix thinking that you're relaxing is actually this. So it's a complete lie. It's the most valuable form of relaxation that you can have is by going to bed early, having a good night's sleep, allowing your mind to shut down and replenish and process your thoughts and the day. Really, you can compare this to like a computer, right? By turning off your computer, just allowing it to reset rather than running it and it still has background processes running all the time. Let it shut down, let it reset. So yeah, allow your system to reboot.